when I realize I used the wrong personality on someone. Me imagining my dad as a baby. My phone's AI assistant on its 700th day of exclusively being used to make cooking timers. When you see the ghost in a horror movie but the person in the movie does not. A polar fox escaped from a small zoo in Germany but got tired on the way. A zookeeper took him back. Are you a morning person or a night person? Me, I'm barely even a person. What's the difference between finding out and realizing? Finding out, realizing. Nobody. Overthinkers at 3 AM. Did I lock the door? Mom, you should be nicer to your brother, he's younger than you. My little brother in the background. Never date a chick that works at Subway. She knows what 6 inches really looks like. Your order has been shipped. Me. Chair makes fart noise. Me. Tries to remake the sound. Everyone. Them. How can you enjoy your life without going outside? Me. Me trying to leave the house on time. My morning poop. People when fossil fuel waste is stored in the air they breathe. People when nuclear waste is stored in indestructible sealed caskets underground in seismologically inactive rock. Facebook, I know everybody. Google, I have everything. Internet, without me you're nothing. Electricity. Pictures of a planet 800 million kilometers away. Security cameras. Hey darling, you have a beautiful smile, you should smile more. Her. 45-minute drive. 45-minute drive with a friend. Protagonist, interesting and complex. Plot, engaging and thrilling. Writers, let's add some family drama for no reason. Internet may be just a passing fad as millions give up on it. Me, I have to start eating healthier. Me feeling even the slightest amount of stress. Nobody. Pop stars when they become rich. Daddy, I want ice cream. Believe me, me too honey, but mommy only gave us enough money for 3 beers. Being an adult is wild because you'll just be crying in your room and 5 minutes later boom, you're on a work call. POV. How kids know him. How men know him. Just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things. It is called garbage can, not garbage cannot. Them. Why do you look so angry all the time? My normal resting face. I drink because you fake throw the ball, Dave. Me, my jokes, making people laugh, making people worry about my mental health. Me pretending it's my first time hearing the tea because I can't expose my source. This is why toys are important. Serious situation, my brain, laugh. This shampoo company changed the bottle shape, profits went up 250%. D. The smoke is white. They picked a new pope. I don't care. I don't care either. Don't ever send that stupid effing shark again. Mozart's Seth house. Is he stupid? Why would you go there? My dog chases coyotes but won't go pee in the rain unless I cover her with plastic bags. 7:58 PM. Text me when you are home. 1:58 AM. Are you effing homeless? Mark Zuckerberg sailed 5,300 miles with 2 super yachts only to helicopter up a mountain and ski down. Me who brought my own cup to Starbucks. When he does it twice for clarity at 20 different camera angles and they still can't figure out if it was an salute, Tom Guten Tag and he'll. Apparently we are living in Germany. Hey Pocket Pair, how's it going? Pal World deleting Pal gliding due to Nintendo patent lawsuit. Damn. Me having everyone around me casually talking about how they have depression and other things and take pills while I just go through life by myself. When life was already beating you down and the person you loved more than yourself decided to deliver the final blow. Me after turning the age I have always wanted to when I was a kid. Do you speak Italian? Yes. Say something. Pizza. My body when I wake up with a on today, aren't we? Boomers worked one job for 40 years. Millennials work 40 jobs in 1 year. Gen Z is questioning why jobs even exist. Hiring actresses to play teenage girls and showing their parts. Drawing a character with an adult woman's body and then making her 12 to 17. Scars remind us that the past is real. The feels. Blockbuster. Just checking in. Domino's Pizza. You and I used to have some wild Friday nights back in the day. Pokémon Company releasing life-sized Gardevoir plush. I think we all know where this is going. Game of Thrones. Star Wars. DC. The Last of Us. Marvel Cinematic Universe. Naruto. My Hero Academia. Batman. Arkham Knight. Side Squad. Chill the Justice League. There are 9 years between these games. Rainbows aren't gay, they're just like that spent time in prison. Me, I want to travel. Bank account. Where? To work. How online pirates felt after leaking an episode of a show people like. Me staring at the bare minimum text wondering what unhealed part of me was attracted to this. Female seahorses after knocking their man up. When you meet someone and find out you'll hate all the same people. 2 hours of cooking just to eat for 10 minutes and now you have to wash everything. When you say something you thought would bang in a group chat and the first response is lol. Minecraft animals when they eat a vegetable. I should have X now. Anybody here has a Type-C charger? The girl with an iPhone 6 with a cracked screen. I would do absolutely anything to get 8 hours of sleep except for going to bed 8 hours before I need to wake up. We need you to socialize with people more at work. We are after all one big work family here. Me, whoa, I'm really just here to get paid and go home. Nvidia releases 5090. Me saves up and buys stocks for the first time. Sorry for not answering, I was busy. Me being busy. How it feels to be that one guy who deceived an ant by placing a food on the ground and then taking it away when the ant, along with his friends, returned. Did you know, the made in China stickers are actually made in Korea? That's why stickers last longer than actual products. If a man has a lock on his phone, has it on silent and always places it face down, it's cause he's protecting his grandma's precious recipes. I'm crying, I'm so happy for them. These are our ancestors. Alright, no need to brag. Iron Lake. Okay, this is a serious debate. 1, 2. Supervisor, do you have any special skills? Me, look a turtle. The White House, do not retaliate and you will be rewarded. Me giving my dog a bath. Nobody. Me, piss 5. How to keep generations of men watching TV shows. I'm on a very specific diet. Caffeine, microplastics, lead, 420 ounces. 4 stars. Dr. Lewis saved my life. Honestly don't know how to earn that 5th star. Search, why neck hurt. Every day I don't move into a lighthouse with a terrifying backstory is a day lost. Almost everyone forgetting my birthday. My brother texting me from across the world right at midnight. I'm new to this and have a question. If you do your own research. Me every time I see a security camera. This cat looks like it's holding a little cat-sized machine gun. My family telling me to change my style and to do things I don't enjoy so girls can finally talk to me. Me who's happy with my style and rather be with a girl that likes me for who I'm over something I'm not. No, I don't think I will. me every time 16-year-olds make a new word like eat and I have to look on Urban Dictionary. Sony Computer Entertainment. China blocks Facebook. China blocks Twitter. China blocks Instagram. USA blocks TikTok. People who are at the Minecraft cinema who threw popcorns and drinks when Steve says chicken jockey. First American Pope. What I mean when I say, I'm just wired that way. Hi, sorry it took me 5 days to get back to your text. I myself am understaffed at the moment. Look at this beautiful dog. I thought the cup was blasting off. I was at the grocery store and saw this today. A baby is never a surprise or mistake. You had X without a balloon. What did you expect? A plasma TV. When I saw Kim's ape as a mother, I wanted to chill her, but as her manager, I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Do you give away hamsters? Hello, yes. Would you give it to the snake as food? No. I will write from other accounts and I won't say for which goals I need hamsters, so you will never know which one buyers will pick them up at eating a snake. Indie developers watching someone pirate their $5 game. Mother, that food looks spoiled. Father, yeah, that's sour. Granny, warm it up for brownie. Brownie. Please be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. I have been a successful tourist attraction for many years. They say you're to be turned back into a prison. Unfortunately, I don't think before I speak, so I'm just as shocked as you are. When I was 19, I was very nervous to tell my mom I had spent most of my savings on a baby hedgehog and built it up so much that she interrupted me to tell me she would love and support me no matter who I was or who I loved, and that's when I realized she thought I was coming out. Where y'all taking y'all mamas to eat it on Sunday? We got food at the house. To the person that found my lost wallet and stole my debit cards but left the pictures of my mother still there, you're a real one, bro. Everyone's talking about how 3D printers are the future, but we need to slow down. I don't think we really nailed 2D printers yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Nobody. My mind at 3 AM. Capitalism. What's wrong with eating humans? Breaking. Vatican to be remodeled after American Pope selected. Walmart. Dollar General. When you're looking for an adult to handle the situation and realize that you're the adult. Made a bookshelf for my brick collection. Girls wanna be talking about pains. Have you ever rolled your ankle over like this? I'm so glad girls don't have ankles. 12 years old me making up a multi-dimensional story to explain why I can't hand in my homework. Writing in TikTok slang. Writing in understandable, casual language. Writing in formal language. Writing in Shakespearean. When you send a risky text and they reply instantly when they start typing, and then stop when the reply starts with "we need to talk." RC parts and trucks $350. Excuse me, they're not 35s. They are RC truck parts. I'm literally holding it in my hand. Oh my bad, I thought your hands were big. When you find out there is no heaven. Sleeping early. Staying up watching Netflix. Rewatching old Vine compilations at 2 AM. Arguing with ChatGPT about the philosophical implications of Shrek. Scariest thing when you're somewhere you're not supposed to be. I hope we all get what we deserve. I hope we all get what we deserve. When you want pictures with a tiger but safety comes first. Skill preferred. Me applying to jobs I know nothing about. Skill required. Me. My mom. Appreciating me for doing household chores, cooking, sweeping, washing, etc. Me. Who's just prepping for my future single bachelor survival mode. Caveman. Eats weird berry. Can't stop sheeing. Lies sheeing to Seth. Other cavemen. Noted. When your car is a piece of junk but you don't have any payments. Customer support. Is there any other thing I can help with today? Me. Nope, just the one thing you still can't help with. Before I take a shower, I hate it in there. The wet world is a bad place. While in the shower, I remember now that this is a good place. It is the dry world that is the enemy. If I heard the Mario coin sound whenever I completed a task, maybe I would accomplish more. When I watch a critically acclaimed film and it turns out to be the most boring, impossible to comprehend piece of garbage I have ever laid my eyes on. I'm not like other girls, I have irritable bowel syndrome. Me watching the server bring out food but realizing it's not ours. This is called the I might make another sandwich, I might not. John suddenly realized having a big goth GF was not at all like he imagined. How the guy that made the Vaporeon copy pasta felt seeing the first Vaporeon R34. Boomers when they see their African American neighbor take out the trash. My doctor told me I need to start running to improve my health, so I have been sprinting to the fridge instead of walking. Heart rate goes up and I still get my snacks. Technically doing cardio right. He is sleeping so peacefully. Would be a shame if something painful were to suddenly happen to him. Cramp. Back in my day, mobile phones used to come with headphone jack. How the teacher looks at me after I write an essay about racism with blue pen and every letter N with black pen. Oh, alcohol won't affect my child. Her child. Download more RAM. Postal service fee to deliver my package 3,500 miles, $10.50. Uber Eats fee to deliver my food 3.5 miles, $30.50. Shampoo bottle, conditioner bottle. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Texts crush, gets instantly blocked, never again. The leftism leaving my body the moment I start to win at Monopoly. Me choosing a game to uninstall to free up space to download a new one. Maybe I should just gather my confidence and just go join them. Wow, look who came out of his room. Never again. Trust me, they all taste different. When you learn that this Tom face isn't from any Tom and Jerry cartoon. Me, just getting in the bus now, friend. Don't you mean on the bus? Me, well, I'm not sitting on top of it, am I? So I'm in the bus, friend. Me driving to work at 5 AM because I wanted to be funny in high school. When someone you just met starts telling you mad personal stuff. Never forget who was there for you at your lowest. Nobody. First create a problem, then sell the solution. When I come to class and see someone sitting in my unassigned assigned seat. Me after reading all them recent memes about plane crashes. Boeing, no. Boeing. What? Sorry, force of habit. Opening the fridge 10 seconds after just opening it won't make better food appear. Me looking at my bank account balance after thinking I'm spending within my budget. Everyone complaining about the delay of GTA 6. My reaction: a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. The average person has an above average number of legs. In Forrest Gump, 1994, Forrest named his boat Jenny because everybody be riding it. Customer: this sandwich lux. Subway employee: hold on, this whole operation was your idea. Bartender: the couple over there bought you a drink. The couple. Girls at sleepovers: let's summon a demon. OMG, this is gonna be so fun. Boys at sleepovers: who keeps summoning them? Shine bright like a diamond. Rihanna: diamond don't shine, idiot, they reflect. Albert Einstein: when you trying to sneeze but Giano's playing games. What I say arguing. Reflecting in the shower on how I could have answered. Me, taking up weightlifting so that I can take my mind off ton. Weightlifting making me How I look at bro when he says all bark no bite after the Mexican cartel let us go with a warning. Alcohol will not take you anywhere. Nobody drinks it as a mode of transport. Do women know how immensely powerful this single strand of hair can be? Oh boy, a 2-minute TikTok where a guy plays different roles talking to one another. I'll be sure to check that out. Happiness is having friends with the same mental disorders as yours. Me, the literal split second I have no distractions. Me waking up covered in blood and surrounded by the lifeless bodies of my friends. One of them said my trigger word. How I apologize. I apologize for the mean, hurtful, accurate things I said. Anon asked the great philosopher, are small better or large? The great philosopher replied, suppose you had $100 in bills and $100 in coins, which would weigh more? The coins. Anon said. The great philosopher responded, but which would have the greater value? Anon was enlightened. Nintendo game prices. Do we have to sit like this? Xbox game prices. Me when the restaurant brings out bread for the table. Are you? Am I what? Hi, hello. We wanted to be adults so bad. Now look at us. Just effing look. After you defeat all the other landscapers, you must face the final boss. Finding an interesting YouTube video. AI generated voiceover. Me, new game I just bought last week, old game I have 400 hours in already. Me at the movie theater when someone needs to step over my legs. I wanted to study psychology, but I have more potential to be a patient, to be honest. I just learned the professional waiter say I told you so. This was identified early on as a likely outcome. Nintendo using my childhood dog. It's a copyright infringement of the Nintendo's brands. 3 AM as a kid. 3 AM now. Rotting in my room while people my age actually experience things. Hey, quick question. Not now, I'm trying to sleep. Did you lock the front door or are we about to be laddered? Make money from home. Start making money online. I think we all know where this is going. How dogs look at you when you say no to eating something that would chill them immediately. My 5-year-old son said if a happy meal is for kids then grown-ups must eat sad meals, and it was the most real thing I have ever heard. You're weak, I'm you. Me, don't look now but the guy behind you is my friend. I hate when people ask me what I did on the weekend, like I'm skydiving or something. I'm in my 30s, I went grocery shopping, did laundry and ate snacks. People telling you the pizza crust is the best bit. Those same people when I give them a pizza with no toppings or sauce, just all crust. One day we are gonna have to watch an ad before we can answer the phone. How people think nuclear energy works, how it really works. Lol, the water is really hot. My retirement plan is societal collapse. Every other coin. Size increases as worth increases. Dimes. Okay, so basically I'm very small. Me after the rock hard she coming out of my cheeks after trying to push it out for 10 minutes. Someone needs to go back in time and loot the hunter-gatherer that carried the male pattern baldness gene, because what the F. 3 PM to 6 PM. Waste my youth. 6 PM to 10 PM. Squander my potential. Probably my boss every morning. Let's make their lives a living hell. That would make us feel better somehow. I'm giving your daughter nightly eyes. In-laws. We are trying for a baby. I only date bad boys. Me. Do not use blade to open. Native Italians being forced to watch Pope Leo enjoy pizza the way he grew up with. How I look at her kids after I turn on Paw Patrol and walk their mom into the bedroom. You may be old, but are you this old? When I choose to see the good side of things, I'm not being naive. It is strategic and necessary. It's how I have learned to survive through everything. Once you realize everything online is just engagement bait slop, the whole internet just looks like this. Lady, take your clothes off. Me. How do I get a date with that handsome devil in tan? I can ask him and follow up with you. I would really appreciate it. Tell him I like long walks and I can bring treats. He said, do you like oh. Forget gas prices, can we talk about beef flaky prices? Nobody. Me if I did a push-up for every time I had an embarrassing memory pop into my head. I'd be like, damn, I got a lot to do today, then lie down. It is time to go. Skype, was I a good telecommunications application? No, I'm told you were the best. Introvert me deciding to help the popular kid in class. Spending time with him giving advice and instructions. Helping him to graduate. Thanks nerd. It blows my mind that NASA is able to receive data from 4.67 billion miles away, but I lose Wi-Fi signal in my kitchen. Babe, what's wrong? You have barely touched your autism sampler platter. Screw yourself. F yourself. You do you. X is cool, but driving into a tree at full speed is a sort of release I need. Me coming home from my 5-hour shift at my very easy job. When all 2 of your friends are busy. Wrong password. Resets password. New password can't be old password. Really? NPC says don't sell me junk. Engage trade with him. Only has junk. Nobody. The UI don't like eating the brown parts of a banana people after eating someone's A. It's delicious. Or lot is political MFs when I draw the tree in my backyard. Mr. Beast, life is so much easier when you're broke. FUN. We was not supposed to know this many people existed, let alone they thoughts. The guy my property manager sent to fix my shower's water temperature asked my boyfriend if the girlfriend wanted the water hotter. I wasn't home. Boyfriend said yes. Russian guy replied, the women they prepare for hell. When she gives you the silent treatment thinking that you will hate it. The most dangerous game to play, resting your eyes in the morning after shutting off your alarm. What is the dumbest thing you believed as a child? Once I'm 18 my mom won't be able to tell me what I can and can't do anymore. 100 men and 1 gorilla after signing the peace treaty. At the Red Lobster, me, I will have the Red Lobster. Waiter, okay. China's first police corgi steals sausage from child. When a pope from the most capitalistic country get voted in. It's been a long road and I would like to first thank my sponsors NordVPN and Skillshare. Use code PDF file for your first 2 months free. I never said that. Me. Screenshots. Are you financially better off than your parents? Are things getting better or worse objectively speaking for newer generations? That's a good question. Let me go upstairs and ask them. The first inventors of AI watching as their creation that took years to program be used for greed. I just had a physical. The doctor said, don't eat anything fatty. I said like bacon and burgers. No fatty, don't eat anything. Stealth is optional in this mission. Me, Loudon sir. Me sobbing while reading my grandparents' birthday card message. I'm tired of AI. Topic. AI art is soulless and disrespectful to artists. Me, eating my burger. Dad, hey can I take a bite? Me, okay sure. Dad's bite. 3 stages of life. 1. Birth. 2. What the F is this? 3. Seth. When the class clown passed and even got to graduate. If you pay me $50 I'll show up to your funeral but stand really far away holding a black umbrella regardless of the weather so that people think you lied with a dark and interesting secret. When you realize you're a little too old to become someone's first love. When you're at the dentist for a really long time and things start getting intense with the waiting room toys. 2025 feels like it just begun. February. Once you have read the dictionary, every other book you read is just a remix. I don't feel like going out tonight. Lame. Unoriginal. Puts the blame on you. For now my place is here. Surprising. Philosophical. You answer to a higher power. When you told her you were a monster in bed but didn't get specific. Baby German Shepherds for sale only $300. Sometimes they also laugh. I need a hug that lasts just a second too long and ends with morally questionable decisions. When halfway through an argument you realize that you misunderstood them and you actually agree with them. I don't want to do my best, I want to give a comfortable 60% and have time for my shows. When I ask my man if I'm worth every headache I give him and he says yes instead of you have never given me a headache you beautiful perfect angel princess. Oh no, I'm late for class. Wait, I graduated 3 years ago. Boss, where the F are you? 9-year-old me after buying my mom a gift with her own money. When your hotel has disabled ton. When your hotel has disabled ton. I hope the woman who forgot the word I stand so asked me for a caramel macchiato on the rocks yesterday is doing well. Being in your 30s in the 90s. Being in your 30s in 2025. Me adding extra cheese and rearranging the pepperonis on a frozen pizza. When you finish a long-winded rant about your niche interest, no need to thank me. This McDonald's coffee stirrer was discontinued in 1979 due to problematic usage. I hate paper straws. Paper straws might actually be better than lucking on plastic. My contains more microplastics than the effing straw. I don't believe HR is real because my old boss who luck started a meeting one time with Woutinas had 3 cupcakes already, so I said you can't give me an eating disorder, I'm not your daughter, and HR talked to me. When someone unexpectedly knocks on your door so you just sit there paralyzed till they leave. Someone lighting a cigarette. Me. Angry girlfriend. Calm down. My cat loves sitting in pants, so when I have nothing to do I wear extra pants. How I expected antidepressants to work. How they really work. We're all disabled because we have a biological disability which doesn't let us do the work we are meant to do. It's called procrastination. Teacher, the test is open book but you still need to study. You won't have time to find all the answers in the book. Me. Control plus C. F3 Control plus V. Observe. When you meet a colleague in the hallway whom you have already greeted today. Leaving clothes in the dryer so I don't have to fold them. Dentist, you're brushing your teeth wrong. Nutritionist, you're eating wrong. Parents, you're living wrong. Liquor store guy, excellent choice. Apple in 1984. Apple in 2025. When after telling the truth you start smiling for no reason, making people believe you are telling a lie. When you're leaving work and you accidentally make eye contact with the annoyingly chatty coworker. Straight people will be like, there's so many letters in LGBTQ I can't keep track, and then name their kid Brighton Lay. Why make small talk when we can make no talk? We got a second GTA 6 trailer before GTA 6. I worry about you sometimes, Candice. Trying to summon a customer service rep who actually understands the issue. I cheated at college. There were books you could read that would let you know the material on the tests. This is Fred. He just found out he can chew his own ear. There aren't actually any rules against it, he checked. 12 out of 10. Sometimes I think about how my husband told me once there was a girl in high school who would invite him to sit in her car at lunch and put on music that she would joke was good makeout music, and he thought she just really enjoyed music. Hello number neighbor, you just texted my lead wife's phone. Let's play 8-ball. When a new game is released and the obligatory 2B mod is made, normies. But why? Modders. It's the law. Since Pope Leo XIV is too woke, I hereby appoint Hulk Hogan as the Pope of America. Game companies, let's wait until next year to drop our game since GTA 6 is coming out this year. Rockstar delays GTA 6 until next year. Game companies. Me, you done. Me again. You sure? Zips up. Here's a bonus drop for your underwear. If it works, don't touch it. Eats 400 kernels of unpopped popcorn before I lie. The guy when he crits me. Actually studying for finals. Setting Chromebooks on fire. Students right now. I wanna be stupid rich. I'm already stupid, so I'm halfway there. Men have two fantasies, starting a family and buying land to live on. Feet first into hell. Actually reading Apple terms of service before clicking agree. Imagine a sleep paralysis demon, but it's Channel West Coast laughing in the corner. When you feel guilty for not working but you're still not working. When you find a coworker just as effed up as you are. I want to burn this place down. iPhones be like, remember this day from your gallery of memories, and it's literally one of the worst days with the worst people from the worst time period of your entire life. A driver watching as I get pulled over for speeding, me passing them 15 minutes later. My second attempt at making a salad. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. A lion silly. No, lions are not silly. When you got a sneeze but it won't come out. What is the strangest thing you have done for cash? Work 40+ hours a week. Do you ever talk to someone and think, this is why I don't tell you anything? I would be unstoppable if I weren't so distractible. When someone asks me a simple question and I start lying for absolutely no reason. Reasons why I'm polite to waiters, because I realize they're human beings trying to make a living, not my servants. Anyone else stuck in this weird cycle where work is so exhausting that your hobbies feel like too much work, so you don't do them, then you go back to work upset that you didn't take time to do the things you like, and rinse and repeat. Slack, Teams, Skype, Discord, Zoom. Scary Jack in the adult box. Adult equivalent. It's 2005 and the Pope looks kind of like Sheev Palpatine. It's 2025 and the Pope looks kind of like Sheev Palpatine. People talking about 8K, me still perfectly happy with 1080p. When you and your friend are total opposites of each other but you still catch the vibe. 9-hour flight. But my heart is big, I can't ride a heart. People who are still awake at 6 AM. People who got up at 6 AM. United Healthcare suit by shareholders overreaction to CEOs chilling. Two retards fighting. If you put holy water in a humidifier it turns the room into a gas chamber for vampires, so this is a Wendy's. F your zodiac sign. What character do you choose to play in Mario Kart? Once the temperature gets younger than me, don't ask me to go nowhere. When you notice the girl you have been texting for a month has the same emoji pattern as bro. OpenAI, Gemini, DeepSeek. Me listening to a sad song, how I think I look like, how I actually look like. Me struggling with a boss for 3 hours and breaking everything in my room, the game telling me I can switch to an easier difficulty. When all of your friends have kids and you're just like, Pope, elected, Wikipedia editors. Whiners, I effing hate you and hope you lie, a game with 97% positive reviews. 5 things everyone hates. Savermajazz.webp. What the F is this thing on jeans for? So that your short friend can grab you when there are a lot of people and not get lost. I wish it was socially acceptable to say I don't care and just walk away from the conversation. The baby I slapped for $1 million. $5. Love soup. You're telling me you hid a little food in a bunch of water. I'll find it. My face when I'm having a mental breakdown and cry for the first time in front of my mom in years and she's incredibly dismissive. When I get up to drink water at night and things get out of control. Rule number 1 for these games, say I haven't played it for years. Me, one piece of cake won't hurt, the cake, half at. Cashier checks my ID in half a second, me, that was fast, cashier, yeah I saw the 19, me. I know they say, don't cry over spilled milk, but I have genuinely never seen my cat more upset in his life. Might start storing all my data like this, sir, a virus has hit the second SSD. Healthy and balanced diet, Ozempic, influencers. When you put on a silly hat at the store and wait for your friend to notice. Kids who wouldn't let you borrow a pencil in class, don't let you merge on the highway now. Even these poles have a better love life than me. Me, I think you're overthinking it. My anxiety, I think you're underthinking it. 90s kids moving their TVs from one room to another. Multiple senior FBI leaders have been ordered to retire, resign or be fired by Monday per CNN. My e-girlfriend has stopped messaging me. POV, you thought you did all the dishes but forgot the pot. My little brother got in trouble again at school today because a little girl accidentally walked in the boys' restroom and he said, "What are you doing in my swamp?" and it made her cry. Shirts are crazy, your body goes in one hole and out three, excuse me. Doing ass. Rachel and I are no longer dating. Mike, that's a horrible way of telling people we are married. When he asks if that's enough and it's okay to move to the next phase, it's wet, ain't it? Do girls actually enjoy being or is that a myth? Depends if you know the difference between summoning a genie and stuffing a chicken. Greatest analogy ever, I'm crying. The fact that we only get 4 or 5 hours after work before having to prepare for bed just to go to work again feels like such a scam. Tarzan's first scene did not involve a human. Stop. Currently wondering why 100 men want to attack me. My cat waking me up at 3 AM. Me waking it up at 3 PM. Boys aren't loyal. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 6. Company with poor management, company with good management, company where I work. And then the teacher said, you may take notes. No babe, the back pain is definitely not because of your posture. You're carrying the weight of being so damn fine. US finally gets rid of TikTok. DeepSeek. About to make a snack. Same, what you eating? Pizza, not delivered. How about you? Come over. I never said thank you, FBI agent, and you'll never have to. Boss, would you still employ me if I was a worm? I'm currently away, please send emergency if it's urgent. Emergency. Are you effing kidding me? Hacker, I have all your passwords. Me. OMG, thank you, what are they? Me waiting 3 years to buy a $80 game for $15. Patience is necessary to reach one's goal. Awake, but at what cost? When the group chat lit and you gotta get your joke in before the subject change. You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. The voices in my head. Progress takes time. We don't have time. Dora discovers the exhilarating world of guerrilla warfare. Me knowing we have had 2 Pope John Pauls but still no Pope George Ringo. We have a Netflix original that is a 97% match to your interests, but I haven't watched anything in that genre. How is it a 97% match? Watch our reffing show, you clown. Oh, the new Pope's American. That's a surprise. Oh god, Trump's gonna yap about this until the guy lies, isn't he? Me showing how confident I am. All my insecurities. Too hot for the uglies, too ugly for the hotties. I'm a victim of my own success. Remembering a girl I used to work with who didn't believe in dinosaurs, not for religious reasons but because it's just so silly. Anytime I tried to get her to elaborate she would be like, I mean, big monsters, like, and mime being a T-Rex until she was giggling too much to breathe. I asked my black friend if he wanted to go on my family cruise with us. He said his ancestors already made that mistake many years ago. When the video says wait for it, no, I don't think I will. If you didn't have a specific team in the 90s, you were a Charlotte Hornets fan. No one knows why, that's just the way it was. Roomie stumbled and drunk last night. Before he fell asleep he mentioned that the stove was broken. This is what I woke up to. You're feeding me an hour later because of daylight saving time. How the F can I read a clock, John? Stalking. God forbid I have access to public information and know how to utilize my resources. You received a like. Don't keep your potential match waiting. Become a premium member to find out who they are and match today. Even in the fog of war, a tank is still visible. 2013. Haha, what a reffing loser. 2025. GTA 5 releasing when I was a first grader. GTA 6 releasing when I'm going to be in my first year of college. I'm right here with you. From now on forever and ever, right? Busy at work signing some paperworks. Liar. Me trying to understand my own notes a day before the exam. I think I have discovered a new language. We need to find the evil corporation's headquarters. They could be anywhere in the city. New rock paper scissors just dropped. K9 bites cow, deputy tases K9, cow kicks deputy. You should be able to call in weird for work. Like, no, I'm not coming in, you don't want me there when I'm goofing. Turn on all cameras. This button instantly turns on the cameras for all 86 participants. Do it. Eating a temporary snack while I stand in front of the pantry trying to decide on a formal permanent snack. Unreleased easy sunglasses. Me when I was 7 and put my mom's headbands on my eyes and pretended to be Cyclops from X-Men. When there's people you know outside but you don't want to go out there. Trying to find the right spot to sit around a campfire be like. When someone calls instead of messaging. 1 year in here for $30 billion. You have no books, movies, phones, consoles, nothing. Can you do it? At some point you'll stop being alone in there. That's when she gon' really get lit. Me opening my front door to grab a package the Amazon driver dropped off. My mom, me, my brothers, my dad, my difficult math homework. My therapist. No one is judging you for doing that. Me, I judge other people for doing that. Passwords leaving my memory as soon as I create them. Guys, I fell in love while dreaming again. The space bar looking at you while you are writing down the word therapist. My cat always inspects my groceries when I get home from the store. This is the moment he smelled the roast beef. I don't know how to explain this, but Thursday, November and 8 PM are the same. I'm amazed by people who lose weight with exercise. When I exercise nothing happens because my DNA still thinks I'm a European peasant. So it's like, oh, are we running from the English again, lass? Dinny, yeah, worry. We'll keep ya plump as a partridge to outlast the ladderist bastards. Me, boy, I sure am excited to unwind and watch some TV. My TV. Do you have a filthy stinky f-hole? Inner self. There's more Taco Bell when you're done. Me on the toilet sheeing so much my prolapsed. When your teammate chills you to get your gun. Losing an argument when you're right just because the other person is too stupid to understand what you're saying is probably one of the most infuriating things in the entire effing universe. I using expensive hair treatments. My boyfriend using the foot soap. Who would win in a fight, 100 Marius or 1 Donkey Kong? New Pope selection process revealed. Me forcing myself to play the video games I bought before buying more. Normal cat, meow. Texan cat, meowd. This Pope knows sin. This Pope knows sin and cos. Daily dose of internet. I'm tired, but you only merge viral videos and gives a lazy voiceover here and there. Me taking the 7 PM bus to work because I thought I was meant for more than a 9 to 5. It's 1999, Spotify and iTunes don't exist yet. You have just spent $10 on an album, 3 tracks in, and you realize it effing lux. Nobody. Type of she my friend turns in for an art class assignment. Me on my way to work, my dog wondering why I'm abandoning him again. What's so special about today? Me. Skype officially shut down today after 22 years of service. Me. How many viruses do I have? Free antivirus. Yes. Things I hate. Myself. To the person who recommended Grave of the Fireflies to me, I hope the next time you go to wipe after taking a shit, breaks in the toilet paper and your fingers go in your A. When your favorite show chills off your favorite character. But then you remember it's just a show and they're not real, right? Me saying but hey, things happen after telling the most traumatic event of my life. Alibaba releases AI model it says surpasses DeepSeek, US tech bro oligarchs. If I take a pill and my mood improves, is it revealing the real me or creating a fake me? Me. Drops food on the ground, germs for 5 seconds. Me when I realize that after 2059 I can't see what year we are at on the 24-hour clock. If the singer from Foo Fighters shaved he would look just like the drummer from Nirvana. Good morning to everyone, except the companies that require applicants to upload their resumes and subsequently ask them to complete a form entering the exact same information. Nikola Tesla, Kraft, Thomas Edison, mine. I wouldn't say I need a magnetic goose, but I would feel a lot better if I had one. When someone cuts you off but it's alright because now you're following them home. Couple caught with enough nil to chill 13,000 cops. I think I may have schizophrenia. Cool. This gorilla looks like he decided to hold his undergraduate philosophy lecture outside since it's a nice day. PC gamers be like, great news, GTA 6 is coming next year, only on console. Mom, don't worry, the fish has no bone, the fish. We listen and we don't judge, the face I'm listening with. If you work from home you might go multiple days without speaking to another human being, but there are downsides too. McCafe, 3 cheers to a bright morning. I buy your product and my PC still has virus. Trade offer, I receive $70, you receive the same game as last year but with a different title. This healed me. 18th century sailors with scurvy. When you a mysterious spirit but a low at the same time. Tell me a little about yourself. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't hang out with women. I go to bed at 10 PM, get up at 6 AM. Quiet, calm, you're perfect for me, but when I get out of prison everything will change. What it looks like. What it feels like. First American Pope gonna be like, I'm gonna say the word. When you spend months training for mock fighting and the referee asks where your rooster is. F100 humans versus 1 gorilla. How about 371 million Americans versus 813 billionaires? Just because it's a bad idea, doesn't mean it won't be a good time. Me, I feel so lonely. My FBI agent, you're not alone. Tulga, sorry Dreamski. Tulga, we playing friends only. Tulga, I have to kick you. Dreamski, I'm friend. Tulga, don't make this more difficult. I type. It turns into a Me watching a romantic movie but no longer believing in love. Push her. Game is $90. Game is $0. How MFs in their 30s feel playing Claire Obscure. Expedition 33. Every time I write an email I think, you need to be professional. No smiley faces, no exclamation points, use big smart words. You are so brave, and then I'll get a reply from some 60-year-old VP named Mike that's like, thanks, have a great weekend, get Outlook for iOS. Me having a job. Me without a job. Me finding a job. I was fired because of the color of my skin. How unemployed MFs without a gaming console or a high-end PC be reacting to GTA 6 release delay. The world right now, meanwhile Americans when produce has a bruise. Warning, you are running out of it is what it is. Are you sure you want to continue? Bro, the internet is saying that some dudes can take you. 5 signs you're paying too much for your burger. My neighbor got this thing that holds his dog in place when driving with the windows down. Me online shopping knowing damn well that I have no money. When someone disagrees with you online and demands you prove your point to their satisfaction by writing a logically sound defense, you can save a lot of time by not doing that. Dude, I have known you for 10 seconds and enjoyed none of them. I'm not taking homework assignments from you. Hollywood executives waiting for the next serial killer to trend so they can greenlight a 10-episode Netflix series romanticizing him. Me and my inner child observing the effery. Listen to me kid, I don't have much time. The only way for 100 humans to beat a gorilla is me calling my boss on his vacation just like he did on mine. Mom, Ubisoft's CEO is coming, you better behave. Me. 30-year-old me with an office job. The email address I made when I was 13. Still using it. A bunch of stupid people are coming over. They brought food. Me. Hey printer, could you print this for me? Printer. Sorry, low on magenta. Me. That's okay, it's black and white. Printer. Shouting. Did I stutter? David Bowie admitting he's bisexual. David Bowie saying he's simply from outer space. Grok is woke unfortunately. Cavemen when their angry tribe leader wakes up and demands they go on another hunt. If laughter is medicine, then memes are pharmacies. Me employed, Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday. Me unemployed, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unknown, my crippling anxiety. I don't consider online friends as actual friends. I'm sad, tell me a joke, okay, knock knock, bark bark. When I ask for french fries. When they ask me for french fries. There is a really good looking guy in my accounting class and his Insta was on private, so I sent a follow request during class and he looked over at me then denied the request. Having a failed only seems like the most humiliating thing in the world. You were like, hey guys, here's my noisy, and everyone was just like, no. Me who opened the door for some fresh air, other people in the airplane. Console gamers suffering through unreasonable prices and unimpressive changes. PC gamers watching with steam from the sidelines. People that don't eat their pizza crust. I have been staring at this all day, I still don't get it. White people on Cinco de Mayo versus every other day. What having too little money can do to you. What having too much money can do to you. Therapist, tell me about your life's biggest accomplishment. Me, well. Group projects to improve teamwork skills. Lazy teachers want the smart kids to carry the teams and improve the class average without them putting in any effort themselves. I treat my body like it's a plant someone gifted me where I forget it's mine for a few days and then go F and pour water into it and make it go in the sun for 10 minutes. Me, does push-ups for 20 minutes. My brain, eat as much as you want, you earned it. You are here crying in the shower before work. A dog approaches you, on the street. In the airport. You hear what sounds like I'm blue on the car radio. I'm good and I'm feeling alright. Saw this guy wearing an interesting hoodie at the library today. I'm square root of 1 plus tan square C and I know it. When you Google an issue for solutions but you are apparently the only person who has this math problem. California Farm Bureau says migrant farm worker deportation fears have virtually halted the Central Valley's citrus harvest. NBCLA. Time for the immigrants are stealing our jobs crowd to either clock in or shut up forever. When YouTube plays an unskippable ad but you look away so they don't win. When you get to your 30s and stop pretending to care about new music and just enjoy your 2000s jams. I'm free. We need the element of surprise, so keep this operation a secret. Reply. Yes sir, I have found the perfect cover. Work. You have been working hard and we see you. So we are promoting you to manager with more responsibility and no additional training. Have fun managing your friends. Me. Wise, I'll be real. There is only one reason for that chest window to exist. Morning Master Wise. In Japan, broken objects are often repaired with gold. Me in Japan. When your grandma tells your mom to leave you alone. My fat A was drunk last night and had a photo shoot with my McDonald's hash brown at 4 AM. As when they are told it's not allowed to inside but outside it's minus 15 degrees Celsius freezing. My cat showed up at my house like this today. Apparently we have a cat lover in our street. This is why the toys are important. Band-aids have only 2 modes of operation. Mode 1. Fall off immediately. Mode 2. Become one with your flesh and requiring eye-watering, teeth-gritting, skin-removing yank to remove. No storage space. Me deleting apps I never opened in my life. Platonic friend. Hey male friend, why do you always wear that mask? First guy waiting for his shot. Let's keep this on. The animation is A, cause they spend all the budget on a sick A fight. There is a labor shortage. Apply for job, not hiring. Good looking women, disfiguring plastic surgery. Open AI when someone makes an AI that is actually open. Guys really live like this and don't see any issue. When I'm in a procrastination competition and my opponent delayed it for tomorrow. Half of all boxing photos look like gay weddings. Africa, world, donates 1.4 trillion. Africa. Getting ready to stop watching YouTube videos and go to bed because it's 3 AM. The YouTube algorithm, the uncanny valley predator theory. Kevin, I'm lying. Please stop beatboxing. When your dad is watching TV. 5 minutes later. You change the channel. I was watching that, put it back. How I sleep after a long day of being. You guys always act like you're better than me. Unboxing. Banana. Did not expect that. This website is for whites only. Do your lever scare the F out of yourself for no reason? Like I'll be downstairs getting juice and I'll tell myself, imagine if someone was standing behind you right now waiting for you to turn around. Like I had no reason to do that to myself. WinRAR. By the license. No. Okay. When you get promoted at work but with the same pay. Never underestimate the power of a duck. That one password keeping all my accounts secure. POV. When a car lets me cross the road so I hit them with this move. My 3-year-old niece was pairing all the people she knows who are going to marry each other and she got to me, looked me dead in the eye and said, "You're not getting married, there is no one left." It was the realest she I have ever heard. Roblox players who leave their mics on while their parents are screaming at them. Buy now, pay later. When your homie goes to bed, night dipshy. You look sad today. B, I'm sad every day, I just didn't have the energy to hide it today. POV. You're a barber and a patient walks in with his dad and a cameraman. You're cooked. An enemy Pokemon. Pokemon moves with less than 100% accuracy. Only Star Wars fans see it. Church says to do good. Look inside. Does evil. Me. I don't understand why people think I'm so unapproachable. Also me. Me struggling to read my own handwriting on the cheat sheet I made for the exam. I found a plumber that works around the clock. Your brain trying to complete the test with test-related answers you have studied for. How to get through tough times. Gaslight yourself. Tell yourself that it's making you stronger. My manager. So how's the shift going? Me. Yet another absolute steal on Facebook Marketplace. Likely pants $38, $34, $40. Me and Mother's Day. All of these special days exist because they want you to spend money. It's the trick of capitalism. Me and my birthday. We're present. If you think living with a narcissist is rough, you should try living with the pressure of always being right. 10 PM. I went to bed because I need to sleep. 2 AM. When you eat too fast and puke but you made it to the carpet in time. Fast and Furious, but with current gas prices. When the void looks back and says honestly I'm just as lost as you are. How Egyptians felt after building 3 huge pyramids in the middle of nowhere. When people keep typing about the thing that never happened but you know they'll just get banned anyway. When you're at yoga class and the instructor says deep breathing can cure broken bones, laughing nervously, what the F? Me. Yeah, I have just been taking some time to get my ducks in a row. Meanwhile my ducks. Me figuring out ways to keep up my own bullshit that is destroying my life. Took the day off to find some lead animal in my attic that smelled bad and ending up falling through the ceiling. Pretty sure I'm living in Sen's Fortress. Skype lied May 5th 2025. GTA 6 trailer to release May 6th 2025. Welcome back Skype. Breakup hurts the most. Have you ever got busted on 1-star wanted level? Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Bob Dylan, drummer Metallica. The sea monsters, they're all just whale pens. Always have been. When you and your partner wear matching outfits. The owner of the Raiders, Mark Davis, said his 25-year-old girlfriend didn't know he was a billionaire. She was just attracted to his beautiful smile. I wish we could create a better society that wasn't inherently soul-crushing. Best I can do is pills that trick your brain into thinking you don't hate it here. That moment when you're fighting a and he starts using the Kush clouds as a smoke screen. Some friendships last forever. Me grabbing the ugly spoon to the guests and saving the pretty spoon for myself. Medical insurance companies when you actually try to use the insurance you have been paying for.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.